The topic of my presentation is barriers to healthy food. Only 10% of adults are eating the recommended amount of vegetables, and that is due to the amount of ultra-processed foods available and the obstacles to buy healthy food. In addition, barriers to healthy food also causes health issues like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. I want you to raise your hand if you have ever walked into a grocery store and have seen the aisles littered with ultra-processed foods. Video clip that will explain the history of the problem.
5 million people live in food deserts. So what is a food desert? Food deserts are geographic areas where access to affordable, healthy food options, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, is limited or non-existent because grocery stores are too far away. Food deserts result from certain socioeconomic factors. They occur in rural or urban areas, mostly in communities of color, and/or in low-income areas where most of the population have no cars. Even with public transportation, shopping would be an all-day trip to the suburbs where most large grocery stores are located. Residents living in food deserts also have a hard time finding foods that are culturally relevant or that meet their dietary restrictions. In fact, people living in low-income neighborhoods have 2.5 times the exposure to fast food restaurants and liquor stores as those living in the wealthiest areas. These areas are known as food swamps, where the abundance of fast food, convenience stores, and liquor stores outnumber healthy food options. As a result, there is a higher incidence of heart disease, obesity, and diabetes.
State how many people you think are suffering from food insecurity. If preventative measures and solutions are not immediately brought up, children will grow up and get a lot of health issues as an adult. If you know someone who is diabetic or pre-diabetic, I want you to think about them. Here is a video clip explaining how diabetes 2 has made its way into children.
And the first is the appearance of adult diseases in children. Type 2 diabetes is linked to heavy sugar consumption and especially sugary drinks. It's called adult onset diabetes because in my parents' generation, we only saw it in adults. Today, 1 out of 4 American teenagers is pre-diabetic or diabetic. Next is the appearance of whole new diseases that seem to come out of nowhere. The diagnosis non-alcoholic fatty liver disease didn't even exist until 1980. Again, a condition linked to heavy sugar consumption and poor diet. By 2020, in 5 years, it's going to be the leading cause of liver transplantation.
Some quick solutions are going to be shown in the PSA. Barriers include money, lack of time, and confusion. A good first step would be to hand out easy, healthy recipes at food shelters. Another step would be to remove unhealthy foods from eye level at grocery stores. A big picture solution includes expanding the Farm Bill, which helps farmers grow more crops, know what to supply, and help Americans who are struggling to put food on their table. I think this is an important issue that needs more attention. It needs to be addressed because it is not talked about enough, and there needs to be more preventative measures from people becoming food insecure and better solutions to get those food insecure out of it.